Hello everyone, it's me again and welcome back to the channel. So Where Winds Meet global version is about to be officially released. Surely many of you are confused about which weapon to choose, which martial arts are strong, or how to combine them effectively. Don't worry, in today's video I will give an overview of all the most basic martial arts sets that I firmly believe will appear in the first global version, and also introduce the simplest yet most effective combinations, synergies, so that you, especially newcomers, can confidently step into this vast martial world. And there are two extremely important notes before we start. First, regarding names. Since the global version hasn't launched yet, many of the martial arts names in this video are temporarily translated, tentatively called by me directly from the Chinese version for ease of discussion. The official names upon game release might be completely different. Please consider this an analysis of mechanics and gameplay. Second, regarding gameplay, and this is what I want to emphasize, this game does not force us. You can always explore and create different combos for PvE and PvP. The goal of this video is to help you better understand how a combination, synergy, forms and supports each other. When you understand the basic application of skills, I believe creativity will become much easier. Alright, let's begin. Part 1, Basic Martial Arts Mechanics. Okay, first things first, before diving into specific combos, we need to understand the game's martial arts mechanics. Each weapon will have 1 to 3 different martial arts sets, skill sets for us to choose from. Basically, each martial arts set will include 1 light attack, 1 heavy attack, often chargeable, 1 swap skill, 2 unique skills, these define the playstyle, possibly buffs, mobility skills, or high damage attacks. Stagger effect, and a crucial effect in PvP you need to know is Stagger. This is an extremely powerful crowd control effect that every player wants to achieve in PvP, causing the opponent to be interrupted and unable to act for a moment. Many PvP combos are built around inflicting and maintaining this stage effect. Understanding this clearly, let's move on to the actual combat combos. Part 2, Representative Combos, Schools, or Builds. 1. Beginner Combo, Balanced PvE PvP, Sword plus Spear or Nameless. First up, this is the most basic, balanced, and perfect combo for new players. 1. Main Weapon, Longsword or Nameless Sword Art. Role, DPS PvE PvP. Pros, mobile, strong in both PvP and PvE, a martial art balanced in offense and defense. Very simple, easy for beginners. Cons, consumes stamina very quickly. Against highly mobile bosses, charged skills are easily interrupted. Skill analysis, light attack. Performs up to 4 quick slashes, dealing low damage. Heavy attack, main damage source. 2 stances. Stance 1, tap repeatedly, performs up to 3 forward thrusts, dealing medium damage. Stance 2, hold to charge, launch sword energy forward. 3 charge levels, gradually increasing damage and range. Special, with signature and art. Launch 3 streams of sword energy when charged to level 3. Unique skill 1, dodge, 2 forms. Consume stamina, dodge backward and slash out a wave of sword energy. Tap again within 3 seconds to execute the second form, launching a counterattack slash back towards the enemy. Special, with signature and art. After successfully executing Form 1, using the charged heavy attack will launch 3 streams of sword energy instead of 1. Unique skill 2, charge, 3 forms. Form 1, throw a flying sword at the enemy. The skill effect is unblockable. Upon hitting, the enemy will be lightly staggered. Considered to be very good opening skill in PvP, surprising opponents as it cannot be blocked, only dodged with timing. Form 2 and 3, tap again to unleash Form 2 and 3, slashing twice for damage. After Form 3, create a thin shield. Most importantly, when combined with the signature and her art, while the shield is active, the charged heavy attack launches 3 streams of sword energy instead of 1. How to use Nameless Sword. Simple combo. The sole goal is to maintain the 3 sword energy streams effect, because its duration will expire if we don't continuously attack within about 2 seconds. You can flexibly use skill 1, dodge, immediately charge, heavy attack, then continuously launch 3 streams of sword energy until stamina runs out. Then execute the 3 forms of skill 2, charge to get a shield and recover some stamina, then continue to charge to deal damage. This is one of the most beloved martial arts in the game, especially the feeling of unleashing sword energy reminiscent of old school Chinese martial arts films. Also, the operation is very easy to use. Next up, I will introduce a basic yet highly effective combination synergy for this martial art. 2. Secondary weapon, Spear, Nameless Spear Art. Role PvE PvP support stamina recovery.
Pros: simple, easy to pick up for PvP, has the ability to strike first or initiate with its main acupuncture skill, often used as a secondary weapon for stamina recovery. Cons: damage is not its main strength, doesn't stay on the field long. Now for the main skills. Light attack, quickly swing the spear 4 times dealing light damage. Heavy attack, stance 1, tap repeatedly, thrust the spear 3 times dealing medium damage. Stance 2, charge, spin the spear in place dealing continuous damage to surrounding enemies. The longer you hold, the faster the spin and the faster the damage. Unique skill 1, advance and thrust the spear dealing high damage. If it hits the target, gain a Peerless buff, greatly increasing the momentum of the charge skill, helping reach maximum momentum very quickly. Unique skill 2, signature skill, acupuncture point strike, inflicts 2 seconds hard CC, stun, simultaneously recovers 30% stamina for yourself and reduces stamina consumption rate by 10% for 5 seconds. When combined with its specific supporting inner arc, the recovery value increases. Personally, this is an iconic skill, providing both CC and stamina recovery, highly favored in both low-rank PvP and PvE. 3. Combined strategy, Nameless Sword Spear Combo. You can visualize a combo combining both martial arts like this. PvE, continuously use Nameless Sword to unleash 3 streams of sword energy charged, consuming stamina. Then quickly switch to Nameless Spear, use skill 2, acupuncture, to recover stamina and immediately switch back to the sword. If you operate quickly and accurately, the 3 sword energy stream effect from Nameless Sword will still be persisting. Continue repeating the combo loop and manage skill cooldowns to continuously unleash 3 streams of sword energy without interruption. Very easy to use, right? And the effective damage output is very high. Especially in the initial version, it always ranks S tier in PvE dungeons. PvP, low rank. Initiate with Nameless Sword using skill 2, Unblockable. If it hits and they're staggered, use the weapon swap skill. The spear art will immediately follow with the effect, keeping the opponent staggered. Quickly use the hard CC, spear skill 2, and then unleash main damage skills, or weapon skills, or mystery arts. Continuously look for opportunities to repeat the combo. Very easy to win, especially in the low ranks where players don't have much combat experience or CC breaks. And that covers our first combo, the Balanced Beginner set. Now let's continue to the second one, focusing heavily on PvE damage. 2. PvE Monster Combo, 9 Sword, 9 Spear, Bleed. Alright, the second sword art we'll discuss. I'll temporarily call it 9 Sword to make it easy to understand. 1. Main weapon, sword, 9 sword art. Role, DPS, PvE, PvP. Pros, strong in PvE dungeons, inflicts bleed effect, stacking it up to 5 times, can trigger massive burst damage. Cons, requires complex operation and combos for optimization. Skill analysis, special feature, applies bleed up to 5 stacks, increasing damage. Light attack, still at 4 light damage slashes. Heavy attack, stance 1, 3 damage slashes. Stance 2, charge, consume stamina, charge forward, deal damage, and apply bleed dot. Grants iframes during the charge, a quite useful skill in PvP. Unique skill 1, consume stamina, step back, dealing multiple hits in the traversed area, apply bleed. Unique skill 2, charge towards enemy, perform a slight slash and then tap again for 4 continuous hits, dealing but small damage and applying bleed. Even more special with the signature inner art. All skills gain a new finishing move, dealing extra damage and bleed. Builds up easy to use, but the downside is needing precise timing for activation requires practice to maximize damage. How to combo, nothing complicated. The goal is to continuously apply bleed to the target. I don't know which version Global will start with, but in the first version, 9 Sword didn't have the burst damage explosion upon reaching 5 bleed stacks. This martial art truly became a PvE monster when it was buffed in the second update. So what pairs and supports 9 Sword? Basic and absolutely effective is
secondary weapon, Spear, 9 Spear art. The second Spear art I'll temporarily call 9 Spear. Role, DPS and PvE. Pros, similar to 9 Sword, this art also inflicts bleed and can trigger high-frequency AoE damage. Very strong in dungeons. Skill analysis. Light attack, similar 4 light attacks. Heavy attack, stance 1, similar 3 hits. Stance 2, charge. 2 charge stages, consume stamina, continuously thrusts forward. Has super armor during charge and execution, immune to stagger. Unique skill 1, spin the spear in a wide circle, dealing damage. Hitting a target grants a buff, has 4 buff tiers, increasing bleed damage, Reaching Tier 4 depends on the second skill. And here it is, unique skill 2. Continuously flourish the spear around yourself, dealing high damage. After the skill ends, calculate combo points based on hits landed. Higher combo count yields stronger effect. Max 12 hits in the first version grants the Tier 4 buff from skill 1, greatly increasing bleed damage. In the later versions, the combo was buffed, only needing 10 combo points. 3. Combined Strategy, Bleed Combo. PvE, start with 9 Spear, use skill 2, Flourish, to hit enemies and stack combo points, up to Tier 4, gaining the bleed damage buff. Then immediately use the charge heavy attack of the spear to apply bleed, now empowered. Quickly switch to 9 Sword. Use skill 2, charge forward instantly, apply more bleed, then use skill 1 to step back to maximize burst damage until stamina runs out. Switch back to spear and repeat the process. Goal? During the 9 Spear's bleed damage buff duration, apply as many bleed stacks from 9 Sword as possible. As soon as the buff expires, switch back to 9 Spear to refresh the loop. PvP can be flexible in PvP. The advantage is the 9 Spear combo deals damage quickly and seamlessly, continuously staggering the opponent. Apply bleed from 9 Sword and create distance. In PvP, there are also mystery arts, so combine them flexibly. That's the second combo I wanted to introduce. These were the 2 highest PvE damage martial arts combos in the early versions. They almost completely overshadowed all other arts. This caused a bit of dissatisfaction in the community. Fortunately, the developers listened and made changes. I really hope Global will start with such a balanced version. Okay, moving on from the PvE Dominator, let's dive into a combo renowned for its PvP prowess, especially for those who enjoy an assassin playstyle.
Dual Blades plus Rope Dart. Next up, this might appeal to PvP lovers, but I must add PvP never follows a fixed path and largely depends on your skill, so just take this as a reference. 1. Main weapon, Dual Blades. Since the first version only had one art for Dual Blades, I'll temporarily call it the Dual Blade art. The Chinese name is really hard to translate. Role, melee DPS, PvP. Pros, extremely fast attack frequency, feels satisfying to use, very good PvP damage, and extremely strong pressure. Cons, relies heavily on light attacks and dodging, easily interrupted by skills with super armor. PvE damage isn't very high, and more importantly, tires your hands more than other arts. Skill analysis. This art has no heavy attack, instead it has a special skill, Inner Energy Mechanic. All light attacks build inner energy. When full, you can activate this skill to empower yourself, increase movement speed, attack speed, empower light attacks, increase crit rate and damage, continuously consumes inner energy. Light attack, normal state, swing dual blades 4 times, hits increase inner energy. Empowered state, perform 5 consecutive slashes, practically the main damage source. Unique skill 1. Swing the blades to make them spin rapidly, dealing damage. Before retracting, tap again for horizontal AoE slash. Unique skill 2, Charge. Dash forward and spin, dealing continuous damage. Can store up to 3 charges. Using dual blades feels very cool, like an assassin. Comboing is very flexible. The strength lies in quickly chasing targets with the 3 dashes of the dash skill, helping close gaps and continuously stagger the opponent. It was a hot pick in 1v1 PvP in the early versions. 2. Secondary weapon, Rope Dart. Weapon, Rope Dart, again the Chinese name. Since there's only one art, I'll temporarily call it the Rope Dart art. Role, utility, /DPS, /PvP support. Pros, very versatile, has CC, hook, and self-heal. Cons, using it as main damage, summon rat playstyle, is very difficult, requires inner art level 6. Most people just use it as a secondary for dual blades. Skill analysis. Light attack, stance 1, 4 attacks. Stance 2, hold charge, spin the dart, knocking down enemies if hit. Heavy attack, stance 1, quick charge. Tap release to perform a hook, pulling the opponent towards you. Stance 2, hold continuously, charge to gain buffs over time. Damage increase, heal, stamina recovery. Unique skill 1, summon rat to attack. Unique skill 2, CC. Throw the dart forward. If it hits, the target is pulled, or you fly to them. Within 2.5 seconds, tap again to repeatedly kick the target down. Signature inner art, extremely useful. Reduces the opponent's healing received by 50%. Excellent in Arena 2v2, 3v3. 3. Combined strategy, assassin combo. The strategy is very flexible and relies on light attacks. The basic goal is to use dual blades with 3 dashes to close in and apply stagger. When the opponent runs, use rope dart, heavy attack stance 1 to hook them back, or skill 2 to kick them down. That was the fast-paced assassin style. Now let's transition to another visually stunning PvP combo, often compared to a certain wind-wielding swordsman. If you love League of Legends and Yasuo, this is the martial arts for you. With the goal of setting up knockups, chasing targets for aerial damage, throwing tornadoes to knock up, and placing a wind wall to block projectiles and zone enemies. 1. Mean weapon, Fan, Azure Mountain brush art. I'll temporarily call it fan damage for easy understanding. Role DPS, PvP ranged, and melee. Pros, very flexible, strong in PvP. Has dash skills, knockup CC, and wind wall. Cons, low burst damage, requires precise execution. Not very valuable in PvE. Skill analysis. Light attack, stance 1, swing fan from afar 4 times. Stance 2, quick charge, launch a tornado that makes the target airborne or knockup. Heavy attack, stance 1, deal 3 hits. Stance 2, quick charge, dash forward, attacking twice. Stance 3, chase. Whenever an entity is airborne, immediately chase and perform 3 aerial attacks.
Unique skill 1, dash to the target's location. If it's a player, it will knock them up. Unique skill 2, wind wall. Swing fan to push target back. You dodge backward, blocking all incoming projectiles and preventing entities from passing through.
See, a playstyle many love, constantly planking or kiting, waiting for an opportunity to dash in, knock up, and follow up with aerial damage. If pressured, immediately use skill 2, wind wall, to create distance. An extremely flashy and annoying playstyle in 1v1. And when combined with the following weapon, the danger increases many-fold. 2. Secondary weapon, Umbrella, 9-fold spring radiance art. Weapon, Umbrella. Martial art, I'll temporarily call Umbrella damage. Role, range DPS. Pros, visually stunning. Flexible, maintains continuous range damage even while flying. Simple, safe. Cons, overall damage isn't high, lacks burst. A bit underwhelming. Skill analysis, light attack, stance 1, swing umbrella for 3 ranged hits. Stance 2, hold charge, open the umbrella and fly into the air, continuously firing projectiles. Heavy attack, stance 1, 3 AoE attacks. Stance 2, quick charge, jump into the air and perform an AoE attack. Unique skill 1, throw the umbrella into the air, switching to melee. The umbrella continuously deals range damage. If the target is airborne, the umbrella will maintain the airborne effect. Unique skill 2, fire a beam of energy. Applies a 3-second hard CC. So we're stunned. It's unblockable, only can be dodged. 3. Combined strategy, CC combo. In summary, this is a combo born for PvP, packed with single target CC effects. Knockup from Fan, maintained airborne from Umbrella skill 1, 3-second stun from Umbrella skill 2. When combined and used well, it's an extremely annoying combo, but its weakness is if you lose your distancing skills, wind wall, it's very hard to trade damage back. And finally, let's talk about the essential backbone of any group content, the tanker and the healer. So we've covered the DPS arts, next to the combos that are welcome and almost the most important in co-op boss modes, healer and tanker. We can't succeed without them. I truly appreciate players willing to protect their teammates wholeheartedly. 1. Healer combo, Fan heal plus Umbrella heal. Weapon Fan, Archdale temporarily call Fan heal, Bright River Apothecary. Role, healer. Pros, strongest healing art rank 1. capable of burst AoE healing, the only art with revive. Cons, almost no damage, cannot function alone. Skills, heavy attack, heal, prioritizes lowest HP target. Skill 1, heal, overtime buff, or revive. Skill 2, place an AoE healing field.
A pure healing skill set, versatile for both self and allies. Inner arts mainly focus on increasing the amount healed by skills, and it combines perfectly with weapon umbrella second art, umbrella heal, 1000 cents attracting pistols, role support. Pros provides a very strong damage buff for allies, has single target healing capabilities, extremely important when running group dungeons. Cons, not used for dealing damage. Skill analysis, slight attack and heavy attack. Perhaps I don't need to mention these anymore as they only deal a small amount of damage and we hardly ever use them. Unique skill 1, auto heal. Toss the umbrella into the air, you can switch to another weapon. The umbrella will automatically heal yourself or the ally with the lowest HP. You'll also get a 15% increased healing effectiveness buff. Unique skill 2, heal and damage buff. Throw the umbrella, healing yourself and allies. Most importantly, it increases the entire team's damage by 20% for 12 seconds, an extremely good skill to help the team burst down the boss when it's vulnerable, downed, or broken. And that's our healer. A perfect combo to protect teammates and buff team damage, sought after like a precious gem in both PvP and PvE, especially high stat healers. Teammates are almost immortal with high damage. Next, let's move on to the tough tanks, the true shields who bear the boss's hatred and take all kinds of damage for their teammates. Weapon, Great Blade. I really don't know what to call it. Let's temporarily call it Tanker. Role Tanker. Pros, it's the tanker martial art with super armor and strong blocking capabilities. Despite being a tanker, the damage dealt is not weak at all. Has strong crowd control. Cons, extremely slow and cumbersome. The DPS branch will be heavily nerfed later. Skill analysis. Light attack, stance 1, unleash 3 powerful but slow strikes. Stance 2, charge, deal high damage to enemies in front, gain empower buff for self and allies. Heavy attack, stance 1, unleash 3 slow but high damage strikes. Stance 2, charge, similar to light attack charge, gain empower buff for self and allies. Skill 1, slam the blade into the ground, create a vortex pulling all surrounding enemies towards you, then swing the blade to knock down enemies in front, gain a self-empowerment effect. Skill 2, create a shield equal to 25% of total HP, empower self. This is quite a versatile skill set with crowd control and shield enhancing survivability, as well as dealing damage for both self and allies. The basic combination with this martial art is weapon, spear, the third art, spear, tanker, 8 directions, storm, gale, spear. Role, tanker. Defense. Crow's core defensive martial art provides damage reduction for self and has tauntable enemies. Con, it's only used for tanking, not for main damage dealing. Skill analysis, light attack. I'll skip this as it's similar to other arts. Heavy attack charge. After charging, deals AoE damage around you and grants yourself a CC resistance buff. Increasing charge damage for 6 seconds. Can trigger effect for the Great Blade tanker martial art. Unique skill 1, perform 2 strikes and knock down the target. Applies a debuff causing the target to take increased damage. Deals extra damage to bosses. Can't be CC'd while casting. Unique skill 2, taunt. Taunt enemies, apply a debuff reducing the damage dealt by alt enemies around you for 8 seconds. Simultaneously, you gain a buff reducing damage taken for 20 seconds. If it hits a boss, the damage reduction effect doubles to 40%. This is a combo that increases CC resistance, buffs stats, and provides strong damage reduction. Although designated as the tank role, you know what? In the early versions, this martial art combo could fully compete for the DPS position with pure DPS art. Depending on how you build your stats, it's both tanky and provides perfectly decent damage output. It was nerfed much later. Not a bad choice at all. The strategy is also very easy. Switch to spear to maintain the damage reduction buff, and primarily use the Great Blade to create shields and deal damage thanks to the charged attacks. So there you have it. That covers
all the basic martial arts sets that I believe will appear in the first global version, along with analysis and basic combo suggestions. I must reiterate that I am not 100% certain if newer arts will be available immediately in global, but the chances are low as some arts are learned through major regions updated later. Once again, I want to emphasize that what I've shared are just initial suggestions. Where Winds Meets is a vast open world with endless possibilities. Don't hesitate to experiment, explore, and create your own unique playstyles and combos. That's the beauty of this game. Experience it your way. Finally, I want to express my sincerest gratitude to all of you who took the time to watch this video. Your support is the biggest motivation for me to continue creating content. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the M.Lonely Gamer channel. Thank you all very much once again. See you in the Jong Hu.
This is the Gatebreaker, the new reality shaker. No warning, no polite knock. The sound of ticking clock. Stop, I am the coming storm. The new and fatal form. The dust is settling on the broken stone. You see me standing on the fallen throne. You thought the walls were high enough to last. You thought the danger was already past. My voice is soaring on the sudden breeze, a silent promise of a new disease. The synth is building quiet but aware. A final warning, a defiant prayer. The silence breaks, the pressure starts to rise.